circular motion. Correct? Name itself will give us the answer. Motion of the particle. Motion of the particle along the circular path. So you won't get questions like define these things, correct? But it's important for us to know the concept. Next one is uniform circular motion. Circular motion is fine. Uniform circular motion. So same thing, but the first one is along circular path. Next thing, along with this, I'll add with uniform speed. So I just want to write same thing, motion of particle. Motion of the particle, same thing I'm going to write. Okay, along the circular path, along the, this is my T, the THE. Same thing, the circular path. Correct? With uniform speed. So that is the only thing which I'll write extra here. With VITH, with uniform speed. Fine. So please copy down this thing. Yeah. So once it is done, just give me done. Yeah, done. Fine. So this is not that important for us. Okay, I'm just telling you. But it's important for us to know the meaning of this. That's all. Fine. Now there are some certain terms related to circular motion. Terms related to circular motion. So even though everyone knows these things, I'm just going to brush up it. Okay, so that everyone lies in the same level. Displacement, everyone knows. Angular displacement. The first one I'm going to discuss here is what? Angular displacement. Correct? Fine. So this is nothing but it is the angle. It is the angle subtended at the center of the circle. At the center of the circle by an arc of circle. This I am just writing it on my own words. Okay, so that you will be able to picturize and visualize the same thing. So if you want to just write it, I'll just draw it for you. Let me just see it. Okay, fine. So I'm just going to draw in this thing. So you have to tell me what is it. What is the angular displacement in this according to the sentence which I written here? What is the angular displacement in this? Yes, theta, or theta is the angular displacement. Correct, because PQ is the arc. So what is angular displacement according to this? Theta. It is represented by theta. But in your physics textbook, you will have something called d theta. Because I told you once you come to class 11th and class 12th, we are going to learn everything in very small thing. Correct? Just like the electron size. So let be the electron angular displacement. So which means very small things. We'll say what? D theta. We'll just put in front of theta or in front of x, we'll put what? Dx or d theta. So that it will become very small thing. Fine. That's the only thing I have to tell you. So angular displacement, I think everyone is clear. For me, the definition is not important. If you're able to get this picture correct, that's more than enough for me. Okay. This picture and d theta or theta, you can just put it. That d theta is angular displacement. Yeah. That's it. Even if you don't write the definition, not a problem, but the pictorial representation, you have to imagine it. Right. That's it. So I think everyone has done it. Frequency, I think we know what it is, but I'm just telling you what it is again. Number of revolutions by time period. Because it is circular motion is the heading name on the chapter name. So that's the reason I'm just telling you all of these things. Number of revolutions by time. Fine, that is frequency. Very important term next is just like our angular displacement, correct? We are having something called angular velocity. Angular velocity. So what is our velocity? Velocity is nothing but displacement by time, correct? Displacement by time taken. So here I would just add extra as what? Angular displacement by angular displacement by time. That is theta by t. Or else I can write as what? I told you very small terms. So d theta by dt. D theta by dt. Angular velocity is represented by omega. Omega is equal to d theta by dt. Fine. So in problems or in entrance, we have to use one formula. Okay. That important formula is, this is the important thing which I'm going to do now. Fine. Very important thing. That is omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay. First one. And f is equal to what? 1 by time period. Okay. This is mainly for the entrance point of view. I told. Or else problems if they want to ask. Frequency is 1 by time period. And omega is equal to 2 pi f. What is this 2 pi? If you ask me what is this 2 pi? Theta. Theta is equal to 2 pi. Okay, that's all. So for one full rotation, for one full rotation, So this again I'm writing down in words so that you will get to know. So here this 2 pi is not in the 3.14, it is the degrees, 360 degree. Okay, it is not 22 by 7 or 3.14 in this case. It is a rotation part. Correct, rotation part we won't take it as the 22 by 7 or 3.14. We'll take in terms of what? 180 degree, 240, 360 and all. This is 2 pi is 360 degree. Done. I think everyone is done with this. If it is done, let me know. Yeah. Yes. And guys, especially for entrance or any question, they will be giving you with what? One rotation only. They won't say 2-3 rotations and all. This is actually n pi f. Okay. But again, those things you learn in engineering, which is not required. Okay, fine. So for you, as of now, this is more than enough. No need to go too much deep into the same. Next one, centripetal acceleration. Very important. Can anyone tell me what is centripetal acceleration? Name itself. From name itself, we'll get. How many of you are hearing this for the first time? First time. Okay. First time. Okay. No need to worry. Okay. So obviously it's acceleration. Acceleration is what? Velocity by time. V by t. Correct? So you write here acceleration of a particle moving in the circular path. Correct? Yeah. So that is nothing but our centripetal acceleration. If you want one more thing, I can write one more point to this in my own words. This acceleration is along the radial line. Okay, is along the radial line. That is to make it more difficult. Okay, these things. So first line is more than enough. Okay. And always directed towards the, this is my D, directed towards the center. Towards the center of the circular path. So which means this acceleration will actually act on the center of the circular path. That's all. So what is important is not this definition. Even if you don't write this thing, not a problem. Okay, fine. This is not a problem. This is just to add. I just wrote it down. Fine. Acceleration of a particle moving in the circular path, or acceleration of particle acting on the center of the circular path. Okay, acceleration of particle which is acting on the center, centripetal, which means what? Center is coming. Correct? Particle acting towards the center. That's the meaning actually of this. Fine. Acceleration towards the center of the circle. Actual meaning is acceleration towards the center of the circle. That's all. So the important thing I'm gonna teach you next. I think everyone has written down this thing. The one which will be asked in the examination. Okay. The formula for centripetal acceleration. The formula. So it is represented by A subscript C. A subscript C. AC is equal to V square by R. Okay. Fine. This is the first formula. But one more important thing which they will ask in your examination or in even in entrance is what is centripetal force? What is centripetal force? One more thing which can come along with this is centripetal force. So we know force is equal to ma, F is equal to mass into acceleration. Correct? But here we have to do what? Acceleration with respect to c, centripetal. So I'm just putting subscript as c, AC. So I have to just put it as what? mv square by r, mv square by force. So these are the two important definitions, not definition, the formula. We should write it on in our formula book or the A4 size page. If you are not started now, please start. Take an A4 size page and write down for physics, chemistry, and maths. Write down all the formulas and keep it. Very, very important formulas are this. mv square by r. Centripetal acceleration. Okay. So make sure that we all do the spellings correct.